Very good morning to you, our dear viewers outside there. My name is Eleto Anthony, bringing you the talk show God Provides TV, students talk show that comes your way every Monday. So, our topic today is going to be should school authorities allow the use of mobile phones or gadgets such as mobile phones and computers to be used at school as research gadgets by students? That is our theme today. But before, I want to take you through to my panelists here. Let them introduce themselves and tell us something little, and we will dive in into the talk show. So, members, starting from there.
Yes, my name is John Adoj, a student of Akal Comprehensive Secondary School.
Okay, my name is Akodo Puskaye, a student of Akala Comprehensive Secondary School.
Yes, my name is Obi Emmanuel, one of the students of Akal Comprehensive Secondary School.
Yeah, our viewers there, those are some of the panelists we have inside here. So, should the school authorities allow the use of gadgets such as phones, computers by students? So, can someone briefly tell me what do we mean by these gadgets? Are they really necessary to be used by students? And how are they going to impact on the lives of students? Someone there can really try to echo something little.
Yes, well, as our talk show today, it is saying that should the school authorities allow the students to come with the gadgets, like the mobile phone, to be used at school to make either the research or to help in the learning process? I myself, John Adoch, I am saying that the school authority should allow the students to come with those gadgets. Reason being, when you see sometimes they can give you the activities to be done, and you find that the activity is telling you to either referring you to the internet to go and make a research. But you find that in some other schools, like in Central there, you find that the students are allowed to go with either the smartphone or the personal computer to help them make research. So for me, I am saying that the school should allow the students to go with those gadgets, because these students always use those gadgets to make the research. It helps you in e-learning. It also helps you to make research very well, because you alone you cannot even make those research without the help of those gadgets.
I understand. But now, you think like when we make it a mandate, like as a school requirement that every student should carry this and get to school with it, where do you put those students, those students, learners that come from not well-to-do backgrounds? Where do you put them? Uh, can they also afford, or we can just make this that whoever can afford, let the person come with, or we should make it, the school authority should make it like it's as a requirement?
I think the school authority should make it as the requirement, because if you just leave that the students, all those one who are able to afford it should come with it, then it will make no sense of using those gadgets. So it should be as one of the school requirements, should be as a must for those students to come with it.
Yeah, what about those who can't?
For those who can't, I can't say that, or you can't say that they cannot afford, because you don't know whether the parents or the guardians cannot afford. Why is it that their parents are able to afford the school fees? So it means even the smartphone they can afford it, just simply like that.
Okay, that's your view. Please, the next panelist, please give us your view. Should it be allowed? Should smartphones and computers be allowed at school, or no? They shouldn't be allowed.
It should be allowed.
Yes.
Like when I'm giving the positive of using those ICT tools, like access to information and knowledge. ICT has provided its access to vast amount of of information and internet through internet. This support learning, searching, and decision making.
Yeah. Okay, I truly understand what you're talking about. Let's first get into our brother here. Let him give us his view, then we can dive into more questions.
Yes, actually, as I said that, my name is Obi Emmanuel, one of this school, Akal Comprehensive. I'm saying it should not be allowed at school. One is like this. A student may use phone like smartphone to watch only the pornographic pictures, seeing the pornographic pictures and watching the videos which are not needed for the student to watch it. Not only that, some students do not come at school purposely to study. Some students, they can use phone for self, like communicating to those people who are outside, taking their friend's property from the school outside there using the mobile phone. That is why I'm saying that it should not be allowed at school.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it is true that sometimes as young people like us, sometimes our decision makings are corrupted by emotions. But what about in a content that we allow these smartphones and computers to be used at school, but under the supervision of school authorities? How do you think can it still affect in that way? Like when I talk of under the supervision of school authorities, I mean like. When these students come with these phones, let them be registered to the school. Once they are registered to the school, then when there is that time for research, someone can easily access the smartphones. Do you think it can go that way or not?
A school can invite students to have fun at school, but you don't know the mindset of that student, what he or she is going to use that phone for. The school may say that it will help the student for making research, but from the side of the student, a student may not think that I should make this research using this mobile phone. That is why I'm still saying that it should not be allowed, because students, instead of making research, by the time they are given the time for making research, you will find a student just going for watching, like some students when they go for the lesson in the computer lab there, you will find them just watching videos in the lab instead of learning what they have been told to go for. That is why I'm still saying.
So that's it, our dear viewers from outside. That was the motion of the day. We have two of our panelists here agree that really they need to be handed over to students, because when you check even of recent, when you check the performance and in project work performance in Northern, it wasn't that very pleasing. However much some schools did well, but I think at some position, the school authorities should provide now the school internet. That is my point of view. School computers that are going to be supervised by teachers and used by students at appropriate time. And I believe students are not going to mess up with the school gadgets, because when you hand over like a phone to a student directly, it is more challenging, and it can, as students, as I said earlier on, that our decisions are corrupted by emotions. So at some point, I might agree with one of my big panelists here, and also at the same point agree with the rest of the panelists that the school authorities should provide these and let them be used by students and actually kept. Let them be the school properties and let students use at the appropriate time. That is as little as I can say right now. Let me give my panelists a few remarks to say just the names and send maybe perhaps some regards.
Well, for the second time, I say that my name is John Adoch, and I don't have much to say. We always have this talk show every Monday, and I'm just sending my regards to my beloved ones, that is to say, Ivan Ujob Collins, and then my beloved mother, Akelo Florence, and then my lovely father, Vincent. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you.
Say trust. My name is Akodo Piskaya. Yes, we talk Proverbs TV on Monday.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome. Yeah.
Yes, my name is Upi Emmanuel. As I said, I just want to send my greeting to my father, that is Mr. Patrick, and my mother, Juspe, the poor. Also out there to my friends, that is none other than Upi Emmanuel, my namesake, and Awele Samiri, sons.
I want to hesitate at the same point to recognize or to send my regards to Pastor Alfred Emiko. That is one of my great mentors. Is one of the reasons as to why I stand strong and talk as a leader. So thank you so much, and all my friends outside there, Elijah, Sanya, Jonah, and all of them. Thank you so much. Come next Monday, we will bring for you one of the biggest and nicest topic to discuss. So miss if you must. Thank you so much. Bye bye for now.